Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Adriana DC. So today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys all the fragrances that I wore last week. That's right, this is my perfume tray video for last week. I think I missed a week because I gave you guys the fragrances that I wore the previous week, but I kind of missed a week. But bear with me, you guys. I've been kind of like off with my my scent rotation, I have to say. I haven't been like pulling for fragrances regularly, and some days I just haven't been wearing anything. I don't know if I'm just off. If I could be honest with you guys, coming back from home and then coming back to England, it's like it's like a readjustment. It has been a readjustment for me. Unlike, like most times when I go home and I come back, I just settle right back in. I don't know, it's because we're going from summer to fall. It's like a drastic change of weather from all that beautiful sunshine, literally being on a hard party and having fun, and then come back home to this weather. So I don't know what it is. I've literally been a bit off. I haven't been myself, but I haven't been pulling for my fragrances as regularly as I would. So hence why I don't really have like a full trip. But last week I managed to pull for quite a few scents, and I had a really good week. I'm settling back in pretty much. I'm getting settled back in pretty much. So if you guys are interested in seeing all the fragrances that I wore last week, then by all means keep on watching. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for supporting me. So the first fragrance I'm actually going to be telling you guys about is actually a combo. Now I told you guys I wasn't going to be jumping on the bandwagon and pulling out my fall scents just yet, because I'm a summer lover, unlike you summer haters who's so happy to pull out your fall fragrances. I wasn't going to be diving straight into them, but I went out and it was a cold night and I wanted something really strong and really punchy. So I actually wore my Van Cleef & Arpels Orchid Vanille, and I layered it with my Kylie's Invite Only Amber 23. And you guys, your girl got some compliments. When I jumped into the car, my cousin was like, damn, what perfume you wearing? Give me some of that, because she was like, I want a perfume like that to be knocking everybody down too. I was like, good, that's fantastic, but I'll have to hook you up some other time. So as you guys know, my Kylie is my syrupy, sweet, boozy, cherry, tobacco, but creamy vanilla scent. There is some hazelnut chocolate in here. So all I know is that this perfume is a bottle of sexiness. I love this perfume. This is my favorite Kylie fragrance. Absolutely. My Van Cleef & Arpels, I don't pull for this scent much. However, I recommended this combo a minute ago on my Instagram, and I decided to pull it out. Obviously it was a perfect occasion to wear it. Orchid Vanille, again, is another boozy, sweet, chocolatey vanilla fragrance. So in my opinion, this combo goes so beautifully together. It complements each other. This one is extra sweet, extra warm, and extra boozy, a lot more boozy than this one in my opinion. Well, I don't know, maybe not. The tobacco in here is so kind of like it kind of meshes with the booziness in here, so you get more tobacco, and this one you get like the vanilla and the booziness, and of course the sweet warm chocolate vanilla essence. Beautiful combination. I sprayed a lot more of the Kylie, and I was a little bit more sparing with this one because this is really, really sweet. However, it wasn't even cloying, it wasn't overpowering, because again, it was a really cold night. So this was a beautiful combo. It lasted all night. It stayed on my clothes, and when I put my clothes in the wash at the end of the night, it didn't even die down. It was still strong on my outfit. So this is the combo that I wore out on the tongue the other night. So that's my Kylie Invite Only Amber 23 and my Van Cleef & Arpels Orchid Vanille. Next up, I wore my Coco Mademoiselle Intense. Now, I recently mentioned this fragrance in my transitional video on my list of fragrances to wear during the summer to fall transition period. This is a citrusy, fruity, floral, musky fragrance, as in some Sicilian orange, some rose, some fruity notes, patchouli, musk, and some vanilla. Beautiful, classy fragrance from Chanel. I don't need to go on about this perfume. This is crisp, it is pretty, it is fruity, florally, elegant, very classy scent. It has a bit of playfulness to it. I just love this perfume. If you guys follow me, you know how I feel about my Coco Mademoiselle, my Coco Mademoiselle Intense. I just pulled this fragrance out because I haven't worn in a very long time, especially the Intense version. So I definitely enjoy wearing this fragrance this week. Next up, I brought out my Lantadi by Givenchy, which is another fragrance that I also mentioned in my transition video. I figured, why not, right? This is your airy, a little bit fresh, citrusy, white floral, woody, earthy scent. Very nice perfume that I would say it's much more nicer to wear than when you smell it in the bottle. Now in the bottle it smells beautiful, but when you wear it, the woody earthiness kind of like dries down because it does come off quite strong in the bottle, like when you smell it from the cap. But when you wear it, you get a lot more of the white florals, the tuberose, the jasmine, a hint of citrusy elements from the bergamot. Beautiful white floral woody scent that in my opinion, very sexy, very classy, quite mature, but still very interesting. I want to say the woody and earthy tones in here makes this fragrance extremely interesting in my opinion. Okay, next up, I brought out my Oud by MFK. You guys, I bought this perfume last year and I fell in love with it. I classed it as my favorite fragrance from MFK. Now, Aloe Rose has taken that spot. Okay, this perfume is no longer my favorite perfume from MFK. Aloe Rose is my favorite. I will say to you, this perfume, it's like, I think it's more like a really cold weather type of perfume. Sadly enough, even though I said I wasn't going to be jumping on the bandwagon and pulling out my fall scents and stuff like that, I wore this fragrance recently and it was a little bit stifling. I put it on in the daytime. So I would say that this perfume is not particularly a daytime scent. It's not a daytime scent for like when the sun is shining. The funny thing is that right now in the UK, you wake up in the morning and it's freezing cold. And then by the daytime, if you get dressed up for the morning temperature, by midday, you're sweating bullets. Like it's madness, it's crazy, and it's ridiculous. You're like literally hot by time midday. Okay, so it's kind of weird. So I actually pulled out this perfume during the day when the sun was up and I doused myself in it, and it was a little bit stifling, I would have to say. So that's how I feel about my MFK Oud. Perhaps it's a bit better on the cooler side, like when the sun is not shining, it's not that blazing hot. Funny thing is, I think I listed this as a signature scent, and that's because when I initially bought it, I was like crazy over this fragrance. But for some strange reason, it gave me a bit of a stifling feeling, even though this is a spicy, airy, musky, woody scent. It's quite transparent, even though it says oud. It's much more on the musky side. It's a very dialed down version of the usual ouds I would go for, but it's very interesting. There's something about it that's the spiciness, the woodiness inside of it is very interesting smelling. It smells really nice. It smells expensive, but it definitely got a little bit stifling the other day. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know. Maybe I sprayed too much. Maybe because I did the school run, and when I do the school run, I'm usually running, like literally running. So I don't know if I probably breathed it in too much or whatever, and that's what happened the other day with my MFK Oud. But I still love this perfume. However, I think I'm gonna reserve this fragrance to wear like later on in the year, like when it's a lot more cooler or colder. Okay, so that's my MFK Oud. Next up, I pulled out my Apple Brandy. You guys, I have not been playing with this perfume that much. I haven't been wearing it for the whole summer, obviously, because I went to Anguilla. You guys, this is an Apple Brandy, a little bit citrusy, airy, woody smelling perfume. When I say I love this perfume, I love this fragrance so much. Obviously the apple brandy essence in here, so it doesn't come out that much. I get like slight pineapple essence in here, very lightly sweetened, very much on the fresher side, quite transparent and airy, just like the juice is quite light, but the cedar in here says what's most prominent, is what's sexy, and is what stands out in this perfume. And I pulled for it the other day because I was just in the mood for this fragrance. I love this perfume. I don't get a chance to play with it much, but yeah, I definitely enjoy wearing this fragrance the other day. I did not get any compliments. Will say to you, I think this fragrance it projects quite decent, because when I'm wearing it, I constantly smell it. So for me, longevity wise on the clothes, I would say I get decent lasting power this year. So I can go for at least 6 hours smelling this fragrance on me. So yeah, enough about all that, not so long lasting vibes when it comes to Apple Brandy. This fragrance definitely lasts, and I definitely like that this perfume can be worn like, all year round. This one for sure I don't see getting cloying, during the hot weather, not being substantial enough during the colder months. So Apple Brandy by Kilian, beautiful fragrance, and I enjoy wearing that fragrance last week. Next up, I pulled out my Deja Vu White Flower. You guys, it is always a pleasure wearing my Deja Vu White Flower. This fragrance, I felt it was a little bit neglected because, again, I haven't been wearing my fragrances because I wasn't here. This beautiful oriental floral scent is classy, sophisticated, it's playful, it's chic, it's pretty, it's elegant, it's everything nice with sugar and spice. Literally, you guys, I love this floral fragrance. I think it's a very beautiful scent from Kylie. I always enjoy wearing this fragrance. This is a perfume for me. I can wear this as a signature scent, you guys. I really, really love the way this fragrance smells. So yeah, my Kylie Deja Vu White Flower, I pulled this fragrance out last week and thoroughly enjoyed wearing this scent. Next up, I pulled out my Belle de Jour by Christian Dior. This is a spritzy, sparkling, fresh, fruity, pear smelling fragrance. It has in some pears, some peaches. I think it has in some ice cream as well. But this just smells like a sparkling, bright, citrusy, fruity, pear, rose, and citrusy scent. When I say I love this perfume, I love it. It is quite powdery as well. It smells expensive. It smells clean. It smells a little bit crisp. It's a beautiful, somewhat, it's a simple fragrance, but it has a really nice effect. It has a beautiful effect, which I think is the case with all of Dior's fragrances, the Maison Christian Dior fragrances. Quite simplistic, but it just has a beautiful effect to it. It's a sparkling, bright, beautiful, pear scented fragrance that smells lovely on the skin. It forms a cloud around you, and it's an absolute pleasure to just douse yourself with this big bottle of perfume all over. I thoroughly enjoy and love wearing my Belle de Jour, and I felt like pulling it out just like, one more time before, fall comes and winter comes, because it is a fragrance on the lighter side and it's much more suitable for like spring and summer. But I can see myself just pulling for this perfume on a regular basis, like on a daily basis, fresh out of the shower, at home in the house, lounging around. On those days when I'm just on a laid back mood, like when I just want to be, uncomplicated and, just feel pretty, I definitely, pull for scents like these. So this is my Belle de Jour by Christian Dior. Last but by no means least, I pulled out my Carolina Herrera scent, you guys. I love this perfume. This is a creamy, airy, clean, florally, vanilla, tonka bean, coffee, praline scent. I get a lot of like the florals. I get a lot of the soft white florals. I think there's some tuberose in here. I get a lot of the soft white florals. There's an airiness to it, a lot of sweetness. You get the tonka bean and slight presence of the coffee. It's a beautiful concoction, you guys, with quite a lot of notes in here. But one thing is for certain, this fragrance is just sexy. Something about this perfume is airy, clean, pretty, sexy. It is somewhat mature but playful enough. I love this fragrance. This for me could be a date night, a club night scent, or even like a signature scent. I like this fragrance. I don't know. I just love the way this perfume smells. I will say to you is unlike most person's opinion, this fragrance is far from like overpowering or strong or like really like, I don't know. It's not a strong scent for me. It's a very airy, light floral fragrance, floral scent with some gourmand touches. So that's how I feel about my Carolina Herrera Good Girl. And I thoroughly enjoy pulling for this fragrance because I didn't get a chance to play with it much during the summer. So these are the lovely fragrances that I wore last week that I thoroughly enjoy, you guys. Like I said to you, I really like having my perfume tray because I get to wear my fragrances and rotate them and, really enjoy my scents. I recently saw my girl Ange did a empties video and I was like, damn, I don't have any empties, but you know, with my perfume tray videos, I'm hoping to show you guys an empty bottle sometime. But for now, I'm still like playing and rotating them all and giving each and every one of them, you know, the equal amount of love and wear, you guys. So that's it for this week's last week's perfume tray. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If in fact you did, please do give me a very big thumbs up. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for supporting me. I truly appreciate your support. And until next time, see you guys in my next video. Bye.